bestie, let's make this bitter leaf soup, popularly known as ofe onugbu. I know the name says bitter leaf, but the final result has nothing to do with bitterness, only deliciousness and yumminess. And that is if you cook it the right way, which is the traditional way, which doesn't need too many ingredients, only the traditional ingredients. If you stick to the recipe I'm about to give you now, I'm telling you, this is the type of soup that will make your neighbors come knocking. It is very easy to make and it is very delicious. I mean, take a look at the face of this soup. Look at that gloss on this soup. If you want to know how to make this soup the traditional way, then let's get right into it. I'm Jennifer Pepple, and you, bestie, are welcome to my kitchen. So real quick, these are the ingredients you're going to be needing. Like I said, you don't need too many ingredients. You only need the traditional ingredients that will make the soup taste traditional. So real quick, these are the ingredients you're going to be needing. You'll be needing your bitter leaf, which I'm showing you guys here. I already washed it. I chopped the bitter leaf to small tiny pieces like this. This is what you want to have at the end of the day when you are done with your bitter leaf. We also have protein, which is our meat and our chicken for the day. This is all I'm going to be using. Already boiled, it's clean, seasoned, everything is on it like this. Onion, everything. And bitter leaf soup doesn't need too many onion, just very little, only when you are seasoning your meat and your fish or your chicken. It doesn't need too many spices. That's the meat we're going to be using. Here we have our ogiri igbo. This is the major ingredient. That's actually the secret ingredient. I'm showing you the crayfish, salt, our seasoning cubes. That's what we're going to be using to make this delicious soup. This ogiri, I went back into it to emphasize that's the secret ingredient. And now here we have our stock water. I got out from boiling our meat and our chicken. Here we've got fresh chilies, grated yellow chilies. And here I'm showing you guys the red oil. Very important. This is the ingredient we're going to be needing. And last but not the least, we are going to be needing our achi. This is achi or ofo in its blended form, in its grounded form. I'm going to show you now what it looks like when it's not blended. This is what it looks like when it's not yet blended, when it's not yet grounded. You need this for thickening your soup. It's very important, otherwise you're going to end up with a very watery soup, which we do not want. So when your achi or your ofo is blended, what you want to do next is pour the achi or the ofo into a plate like you see me doing right now, and you want to pour in water gradually inside the achi. As you pour the water, you stir. Just watch and see what I'm gonna do. At the end of the day, you want to come out with a very soft, loose, kind of watery, kind of toothpaste consistency. Yeah, that's what you want. You want to have like a toothpaste consistency. You want to keep adding water gradually, not at once, not in the beginning. Just watch what I'm doing. This is exactly what you want to do. Don't miss this step. It's very important, otherwise your soup can come out lumpy or very watery. So take this step very seriously, guys. Just watch and see what I'm doing. this is what you want your achi to be looking like. Immediately you pour it inside the boiling stock, it comes out looking lumpy and grainy like this. Just cover the pot and let that boil on high heat properly for 15 to 20 minutes, and by that time this is what you're going to be getting. This is much better. This is what you want your achi to be looking like. At this point you can see all the lumps and grain is no longer there. At this point you want to go in and flavor your soup. You want to go in with your crayfish, your seasoning powder, some salt. Test your food while you are cooking. Step by step you have to test the food, see if the salt is enough or not. So that's what I just did here. I added all my seasonings, my condiments, and I'm just going to stir this and cover the pot to cook on high heat for another 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Then I'll go in with my protein, meat, chicken, fish, whatever you are using to cook this food. At this point, this is when you want to put it inside your soup so that it can keep building more flavor and it can take more juice from the chicken. And just to enhance the flavor of the soup in general, this is what you want to do at this point in time. So after you're done putting in your meat, your beef and your fish, you want to cover the pot and allow that to cook for another 10 minutes on high heat. The secret to this soup is building flavors gradually, not at once. Now you cover your pot, you let it build some more flavor. You put in, this is me going in now with fresh chilies. You cover that, you let it build some more flavor. You go in with the next ingredient. That's how to cook, guys. That's the best way to develop flavor in any food. So that's what you see me do. Just watch. From here on, it's just going to be music. So just watch and see, because the soup is basically done. As you can see, it is bubbling. At this point, your house everywhere should be showing that yes, something is going on here. Your neighbors, they should start knocking at this point to say, what are you cooking? No, we are interested. Oh, come and teach us how to make this your food. Now, as you can see, this is me going in with my ogiribo, the secret ingredient to this delicious soup. This is the secret recipe. You must go in with that, cover that, and allow to cook for another 10 minutes. And guys, you can see this soup, is it not calling your name? This soup, even as I'm doing the voiceover for this pot of soup right now, like my tummy is just calling, like I'm salivating, guys. Okay, at this point you want to go in with your bitter leaf. This is the final ingredient. The bitter leaf has to go in last after you are done putting every other thing in the pot of soup. Then you go in with your bitter leaf and just allow the bitter leaf to cook on medium heat for about 5 to 7 minutes, and there you go. You have a wonderful and delicious pot of bitter leaf soup to enjoy with your family and friends. So I hope you really enjoyed this recipe. I hope you were able to pick 1 or 2 things out from this recipe. Please don't forget to like this video. Have you subscribed? Subscribe to this beautiful video and share this video to your friends and family. And I really appreciate you sticking to this time to watch video and also comment on this video. Okay guys, this is me just going in with some wheat semolina. I'm trying to make some semo that I'm going to use to enjoy this delicious soup. So I just thought to show you guys how I make. Key step for me, whenever I'm making semo, I always put in cooking oil. That cooking oil helps the semo not to come out lumpy with seeds or to come out hard. It always comes out soft and very smooth. I'm going to show you at the end of this video, so stay tuned to the end, and until my next one, I'll see you all very soon.